Good day and welcome back to the Family Cyber Clinic. This week we'll be discussing how to enjoy online gaming securely. We'll be sharing a few simple tips. You see, many people love playing online games. In fact, from the clinic's research, it is stated that an estimated 1.2 billion of us, I don't know where they get that figure from because I certainly don't love or do gaming at all. But 1.2 billion people are regularly logging on, signing up, and playing games online. Yes, wow, such a figure. But I'm certain in the climate that we're in the lockdown situation we're in, that number is way higher because that's all people are doing. As we keep highlighting on the platform, wherever you have online traffic, the rogues gravitate towards such places. And also, unfortunately, wherever money or personal data is changing hands online, criminals are watching and looking for ways to turn the situation to their own advantage. And so the advice that the clinic will be sharing is destined to help safeguard you and your families as you engage online, particularly your personal data. And so whatever it is that you use, if you use your PC or your Mac, or your console, or your smartphone, or your tablet, the few steps we'll be sharing will help prevent you and your young ones from falling victim to these internet rogues, leaving you free, or I should say, leaving your young ones free to enjoy the games that they play online. But before I share these tips, as we do each week, I would ask those who are visiting the platform for the first time to consider supporting this channel by subscribing and clicking on the bell so that you'll be alerted when new content is uploaded each week. I will also urge you to share, particularly share with your friends and close ones so that they would also benefit from this information. Okay? That's good. As we have shared in several videos showing on the playlist just above, it's important to secure the devices that we use to engage online. It's also important to protect our online account. It's even more important to protect our privacy. And then finally, it's important that we use official sources and stores to purchase our games online. And that's obviously particularly directing at the young ones, that they should buy their online games from official stores. They should also use secure devices. They shouldn't jailbreak their phones to have access to gaming sources. It's appealing, but jailbreaking or wiping your phone so that you get an operating system that gives you access to content that's not official is a huge risk. So train the young ones to understand this. Very important. And those with younger families, you have to seriously think about this because online gaming is a huge concern. You have issues of cyberbullying, excessive time spent playing games. These are all issues that have a huge impact. We've shared many videos on the impact the internet generally has on our young ones. We've shared information on screen time. All these add up and they're a huge concern. So you should gain from this information. So the clinic goes out, gets this information and presents it to you in bite-sized form so that you can understand it, okay? But ultimately, research has been done and I'll give credit to where the information was taken from. Look in the links if you want more information on what we're sharing just now, okay? So the 6 online gaming tips are: the first, learn about the games your young ones like to play. Take an active interest in the games your children are playing to get to grips with how they work and why they enjoy them so much. Don't just stay on the sidelines and say, you play these games too much. No, get involved. Show an active or take an active interest in what they do, and they will appreciate you for it. They'll have an opportunity to explain it And somehow I've seen many parents who have gone this route and they've become gaming addicts themselves. But anything to keep your kids safe can't be such a bad thing. Not too much, okay? That's a disclaimer. The second, find out about who they play with. As I said, most of these games now are done online with people, mostly friends, but you could also have a rogue who is masquerading as a friend. So it's important that you ask your young ones who they're playing with online, who they meet and who they talk to. And make sure that they report any abusive and any antisocial behavior that they may encounter whilst playing with these people online, okay? The third, use airplane mode to avoid accidental purchases. For younger children, use airplane mode settings on their tablet or their smartphone. That way they can play offline. Because obviously if you enable airplane mode, you don't have access to the internet or your mobile data. So the plan there is that they play offline without making accidental purchases or connecting with someone that they don't know, okay? The fourth, use ratings to choose age-appropriate games. You know that we're big on making sure that our young ones are consuming content that is age-appropriate. So use the PEGI ratings and App Store ratings to ensure that our children are playing age-appropriate games. So you are helping our children understand that some games are allowed and others are not. And that way you're training them to understand that these are for their own benefit. All right. The fifth, agree digital boundaries. Again, we've shared videos on this. Look in the playlist or look in the info card for more information on such videos. But gaming can be very addictive. So agree boundaries and how long they're allowed to play for and with whom they're allowed to play online with. Remind them that people masquerade as friends. Just enlighten them. Okay? So it's important that we do that. All right? So the last, encourage them to think critically about what they share and do. These are vital discussions parents and young ones must have so that the understanding is there. Teach your children to protect themselves by thinking critically. Remind them not to share personal data. We've shared a video on how these things come back and bite you in the future. So teach them to only share content that is not critical, not sensitive. So it's vital. We encourage our young ones to think critically about what they share and what they do. Okay? So those are the 6 tips. I hope they've been beneficial. As I said, look in the link. It will guide you to more information on these things. It's vital that we continue to educate ourselves so that we're prepared. As I said, online gaming obviously is on the rise. We talked about the number, 1.2 billion is a lot, but then it's growing. And so whilst they're engaging on online gaming, we are there to guide them. Absolutely crucial, okay? Good stuff, thank you. The countdown begins. By countdown, I mean 1 week to go, to the clinic's first live Q&A. It's been a long time coming. We're still expecting your questions. Yeah, that area is not really active. I don't know why. I'm sure many of you are just saving your questions for the day. Unfortunately, we only have 2 hours. So if we may not have enough time, to cover those questions. So I'm hoping that you will send your questions in so that your questions will jump the queue. Yeah, if you don't, then you take what you take, okay? But please, make sure you set a reminder to attend the event. It starts at 12 noon prompt. It's on the 23rd of May. It's a Saturday. So God willing, all of you will be in attendance. And then tell those who are close to you, about it so that they will also benefit from this event. All right, good stuff. Thank you. All right, the PowerPoint for this week. Discipline your children while you still have the chance. Indulging them actually destroys them. I'm your host, Cyber Pastor Lawrence Edem. Until next week, during the live Q&A, God bless and goodbye.